Hey, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you how to integrate or build a communication between a ControlLogix and a Beckhoff PLC. So let's go ahead and start. I have already um, created a project for this application. I'm going to go ahead and create some variables. I'm sorry, I'm online with the PLC. So I'm gonna go ahead and create my global variable list. This is gonna be, I don't know, Ethernet. And I'm gonna create this one as, I don't know, it's better, test produced. And I'm gonna create this one as an output. And that's because we're gonna be, quote unquote, outputting it from our PLC or IPC, I'm sorry. And then input, if you already have something built and you just want to communicate with, this is probably not your case, but I'm just going to show you how to do it. So I have created a produced tag that's going to be linked to it's going to be kind of like an alias if you're familiar with the AllenBradley world. So now that you have created that, let's go ahead and add our connections. So you go down here to the devices, new item. You have all of the options here. Right now we are interested in the Ethernet IP scanner. Briefly, if you wanna, like I said, if you're familiar with the AllenBradley world, this is gonna be kind of like your EN2T card, similar to that. So first, once you have created it, you're gonna choose the port that you're gonna be using. In this case, I'm gonna be using port 0 from my IPC. So I have port 0. I have already everything set up on my PC. So if you really don't know how to do it, there is some very good documentation out there on how to do it. Then you're gonna go to sync, and I would suggest just create a special task. I don't know, produce slash consumed task, right? And I would just leave it as is, okay? Then on settings, you want to give this quote unquote scanner device 1 or EN2T card, if you want to name it that way, an IP. So 11.100.1, let's say 2, okay? Then for subnet, this is what I'm using in my case. And now we have set up this Ethernet IP scanner device. Now we want to create a producer object list. This producer object list is going to be your producer tag. Now we have created the object and we now create the connection. So let's call it test producer. So this is going to be your actual produced tag from this PLC. And that's it. Now we have created it. Now, if we want to create a consume tag, we create a slave, an Ethernet IP slave, right? We have to go to settings and add the IP that we want to consume that tag from. In this case, it's going to be the AllenBradley PLC. This is the IP for the AllenBradley PLC. We add an append consumer connection. Let's name it test consume. Port, normally we use 1. For the config size, I normally use 0. These I would use 2 with the configurations that we have. The bytes are gonna be 4, same as before, and here is gonna be 1, right? Sorry. Okay. So now let's build it. Now that we have built it, the tags that we created are now up there with the PLC, so we can link those tags to our producer and consumer. In this case, we go here, this is the bytes, and we can link the tag that we created, test produce, okay. And then we link the tag to here, okay. I would say build it again just in case. And now that we have done it, I'm just gonna download this application to my PLC or to my IPC, I'm sorry, and run it. Okay, now this configuration is downloaded to the IPC, and you can see here it's running. Now let's go ahead and create a Studio 5000 application. Okay, so I have created the application. I'm sorry, the new test project for the Logix designer. Right now, we are gonna have to add the Beckhoff PLC. So we go here. You have to add a, like I said, add EN2T card. And this is the way you're gonna be communicating with the Beckhoff PLC. I'm just gonna name it Beckhoff EN2. Like I said before, the IP is gonna be the IP that you gave to your slave. I mean to your scanner. So if you don't remember, you go here and you're gonna be using this IP, right? So this is gonna be the IP. You disable the keying, rack connection none, and okay. All right, now you have created your path to the PLC. Now you add the PLC. So I would add A61. This is the example that the Beckhoff website tells us to add it. So Beckhoff PLC. And we have created the path with the PLC. Now, for the tags, we're gonna have to create the tags. So let's call Beckhoff. So properties, consume, connection. And if you remember, we have to go back and see which one is the name of the tag that we consumed. So this is going to be the producer, test producer. So I just gonna copy paste it here. 20 RPI is okay. Apply, and then let's say Beckhoff produce. So this one we produce it. Sorry, produced. But I'm sorry, my bad. This is supposed to be the same one as this one. So the Beckhoff PLC can see it. Okay, so we should be good to go. Let's search for my PLC. and I'm gonna download this new application. Okay, so we are online. Just to show you guys that we don't have any issues. Let's see. We are connected. We are connected and running. Okay, so right now we have our produce consume variables and these ones, right? So let's see, which ones do you want to do? Let's test the producer. So we added 2 here and we write the values. We get a 2 on this side, right? If we change the value of this consume tag here to 5, we get a 5 here, right? So 6. If we change it to 15, remember that this is slightly different than the AllenBradley PLC, so I have to send it. We get a 15, right? And this is how you use produce consume tags between Beckhoff and AllenBradley. Thank you for watching.